biggest barriers in terms of successful in education is that basically the system structure. If you're not a certain type of learner, you basically cannot survive.
For me, the transition from Nigeria to Canada, it was actually a bit scary and difficult though, because in Africa we actually have this strict way of living where like every student has to be on time, has to go to class, and actually this is what we're supposed to learn. You can't learn anything apart from that though.
It just make me feel ashamed because when I came to Canada, because I'm not good at English, so they kind of put me back to the grade 10 level instead of studying grade 12. So I kind of feel like ashamed because I have to study with the younger pupil than me.
What do you guys think success means? If we are going to be talking about success over the next 4 days, I want us to have our own definition of it.
Like, I know that right now lots of people define success as like how much money you have, how many cars you have, how many houses you get. I think successful is way more than that. Like, what about how many lives you changed? What about like how many people you inspired? I don't know, it really depends on that person.
Nelson Mandela actually fought for freedom. Not for freedom, but just for like black people freedom. For everyone to actually become one. That's what success is, not money, status, or like, oh yeah, I'm the richest person in the whole world. It actually changed people's life. It actually changed the country. It actually changed people's idea of thinking, the way people think about other cultures, basically.
Everyone's speaking English and I don't know English a lot, so I kind of clump into one corner and just keep silent and does not do anything and kind of being like isolated by myself instead of like open my view. Open myself to the people around me.
I was shy, basically, so I wasn't that lively student or kid in school. I was just quiet though back then, and I was actually scared of people, basically.
I would say the language barrier would be one of the brick wall that I talk about in the video, and kind of the feeling of isolation, like doesn't feel good since I'm not speaking the native language that I speak at school.
The crimson gate of hell opened widely as I lightly pushed out of curiosity.
Basically, the crimson gate of hell, why does it represent school? It's because for lots of people it's a dark experience just because of the norm that, oh, you need to get school. It's just because it's almost as if like we're consuming school. Like, look at how many people got disappointed because they don't get the good grades. The reason why the whole atmosphere is really dark, because that's the reality, and I think that people don't want to see it. That's why I want people to see that's the reality, and how can you change that?
It's gonna make the world a better place, basically, and it's gonna change where you think, I think, the way everyone around you thinks. We actually follow our passion and being like, okay, this is the way.
Because my ELL teacher is kind of like immigrant, and she kind of like already gone through all that kind of experiment, so she kept giving us a good advice to how to motivate us to move forward instead of like kind of trapped behind and feel isolated.
I would tell the future students that don't let anyone define success for you. Don't let anyone tell you what to do, and basically pursue what you think is right. I think that's a really important thing in life because you only get one life. I'll tell the teachers, or principal, politicians that they need to stop looking down on the younger generation.
I remember the first day I actually started classes. I was actually scared to death. Be there for him. Just tell them that okay, everything's gonna be fine. And if actually needs anything, just be there to actually support him.
Don't feel ashamed about you not knowing about English. It just have the strong internal motivation to keep yourself to move over, and one day you will reach the goal you want to do.
Thank you to Antex.
I think that Antex is a very accepting place that like you are free to express your opinion regardless what it might like. It is definitely like a new way on how to create social justice in terms of art.
And also thank you to Victor. Thank you to everyone who've been there for me.
I always believe myself that one day I will be success, and no matter what the other people think, I'll just try my best to do it.
Okay, everyone ready?
At 7:45 a.m., I open my doors to a dark reality. Every day, I see selfish creatures that only care about themselves. We desire many things: money, happiness, and freedom. Yet from all there is to desire, many crave success. Every man wants to reach success, even if it means to demolish the chances of others being successful. But to say the least, we don't need to bring other people's dreams down to reach ours. We can simply work side by side with the passing hours. We can conquer the obstacles ahead if you trust me, my friend.
Are we really walking on the path that we like? Feeling alone and lost, don't know what's the cost. I am trapped and gain nothing but pain. Trying to reach the stars, and yet I am stopped by invisible bars. If only there is a way out from this pile of bricks that keeps people out. This tremendous brick wall that divides me from triumph. I am trapped, longing to see a light that would spark in the night.
Day breaks. The crimson gate of hell opened widely as I lightly pushed out of curiosity. The fire of silence burns me to my bones as I approach to the end. Hold on. What's the end? What have I traded with 18 years of my life when it slowly consumes my soul? A certificate of my quote-to-quote achievement as I bow down to the ones in power. I looked into the shattered mirror of truth. I saw a child crawling down the hallway of broken dreams. I could hear the wolf howling. I could hear the hunger, the bloodlust, and the stomach growling. I rubbed my eyes again, and then I finally realized I have turned into one of them.
education. It's a system. It's a foundation of learning. Without education, I wouldn't have found my passion. But what do I really need in life to be a success? I don't mean money or status. How do I save money for a rainy day? What do I do when I'm in the hospital with bills to pay and I can't go to the government for assistance? How do I get a good credit? You have to figure out those things by yourself. The more I gain from knowledge, the more I feel demolished. Thanks to education, I know my passion, but I still don't know how to live my own life with this learning.
Thank you for watching our animation. So, this is how we do it. Credits. Made by Jerome and Charles. Proud sponsors by Intact Project for doing our animation. And this is done in 2015 and is in Calgary, Alberta. Thank you. See you soon.